Loneliness. It's a universal human experience, a feeling of emptiness and isolation that can affect anyone, regardless of age or background. Yet, for men, loneliness often takes on a hidden dimension, shrouded in silence and stigma. We live in a world that often expects men to be strong, stoic, and self-reliant. This societal conditioning can make it incredibly difficult for men to acknowledge and express feelings of loneliness. The result is a silent epidemic of male loneliness, where countless individuals suffer in isolation, their pain invisible to the outside world. It's time to break the silence and start a conversation. To understand the unique challenges men face when it comes to loneliness, we need to delve into the societal norms, expectations, and personal struggles that contribute to this hidden crisis. From a young age, boys are often taught to suppress their emotions. They are conditioned to believe that showing feelings is a sign of weakness. Don't cry, they're told. Be a man. These words, though seemingly simple, carry a heavy burden. These seemingly harmless phrases can have a lasting impact, shaping how men perceive and express their feelings. Over time, they learn to bottle up their emotions, fearing judgment and ridicule. Society often equates masculinity with stoicism, independence, and emotional resilience. Men are expected to be the pillars of strength, unwavering and unyielding. While these qualities can be admirable, they can also become a straitjacket, preventing men from acknowledging and seeking help for their emotional needs. The pressure to maintain a facade of strength can be overwhelming. Men are taught to be problem solvers, to fix things, and this can extend to their emotional lives. They may feel compelled to handle their issues alone, without seeking support. They may feel pressure to deal with loneliness on their own, viewing it as a sign of weakness rather than a natural human experience. This isolation can be deeply damaging. This suppression of emotions can lead to a disconnect from oneself and others, perpetuating a cycle of loneliness. The inability to express feelings can create a barrier to forming meaningful connections. It's crucial to recognize that vulnerability is not weakness. It's a fundamental part of being human. Embracing our emotions and sharing them with others can lead to deeper, more fulfilling relationships. Behind the facade of masculinity lie countless untold stories of men grappling with loneliness. These men often wear masks of strength and success, hiding their true feelings from the world. Take, for example, Mark, a successful businessman in his late 40s. Outwardly, Mark had it all: a thriving career, a loving family, and a beautiful home. He was the picture of success and happiness. Yet beneath the surface, he felt profoundly alone. The weight of his responsibilities and the constant pressure to perform took a toll on his emotional well-being. The demands of his job left him feeling emotionally drained, unable to find solace even in his own home. And he struggled to connect with his wife and children on a deeper level. The emotional distance grew, leaving him feeling isolated despite being surrounded by loved ones. Then there's David, a recent college graduate who moved to a new city for work. Full of hope and ambition, he embarked on a new chapter of his life. While he enjoyed his job, he found it difficult to make friends and build a social life in an unfamiliar environment. The bustling city felt cold and indifferent. These stories, though fictionalized, reflect the very real experiences of countless men who suffer in silence. They highlight the hidden struggles that many face, reminding us of the importance of empathy and understanding. Why is it so hard for men to admit to feeling lonely? This question touches on deep-rooted issues that many men face but rarely discuss openly. The answer lies in a complex interplay of societal expectations, personal beliefs, and fear of judgment. From a young age, men are often taught to be stoic and self-reliant, to hide their emotions and tough it out. Men may worry that admitting to loneliness will make them appear weak, vulnerable, or even less of a man. This internalized belief can be incredibly damaging, leading to a reluctance to seek help. They may fear being seen as a burden to others, or being met with dismissiveness or ridicule. This fear is often compounded by the lack of open conversations about male loneliness in society. This fear of judgment can be paralyzing, preventing men from reaching out for help or confiding in even their closest friends and family. The stigma surrounding male vulnerability creates an isolating experience. This silence only perpetuates the cycle of loneliness, making it even harder for men to break free from its grip. The The more they keep their feelings bottled up, the more intense the loneliness becomes. It's essential to create spaces where men feel safe and supported in expressing their emotions without fear of judgment or shame. Encouraging open dialogue and providing emotional support can make a significant difference in breaking the cycle of loneliness.